Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the live stream again. Shout out to the Beach of Life and Jacob Tanjay. I appreciate y'all, man. I mean that. Next time I see you, Beach of Life, dinner's on me. All my members, there's Jeffrey Tatter. I saw Jay Shabazz on here. Blizzard Abroad, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. All my old heads, Doubtful Genius. That's Jungle Space Cowboy, man. I haven't been seeing any videos of you lately. You okay? You used to have some lively videos, man. They aren't stalking you now, are they? Any new viewers and subscribers joining us for the first time today, thank y'all. And anybody catching this on replay, the peso is 58.7. It's holding strong. And if you're over here, you should be happy for that. I have invited a guy to come on here and talk about his retirement. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. He's actually in the Philippines, but he said he has to take his grandson or his nephew somewhere. But we always have a topic. The best thing about being retired is what? For those of us who are retired and those who are not, what do you look forward to in being retired? You know, but I always like to talk about some of the videos I've done, like today, the 5 top reasons. I just gave it to you as I saw it. It's nothing factual about it or anything like that. Just the way I saw it. And sex was number one. It's the number one reason men come over here. I didn't say that's the number one reason you did, but if you took a survey of 100 men, over half, most of them are going to say that's why they came over here. That's all. And then, you know, number 2 is to get away. Take that long-awaited vacation. Take that break, man. That's all. That's what we all need sometimes. Jay Shabazz says the best thing about being retired is you have your time back. No clocking in, relaxing, and reflecting. Yeah, I got all that over here when we get to that, but you're right. Because a survey was done of 2,000 recent retirees, and 67% of the retirees 15 years or less into retiring say they were happy. And 82% said they were more relaxed on a typical day. See, that's what it's all about. What's up, Kamal? Hey, Roger, he's retired. What's going on, Mike Dawsonville? Yeah, I think Cisco is. I was thinking about him today, but there's no reason to be pissed. I wasn't even talking up to him. You know, we wasn't arguing, but I don't know. I lose so many guys, you know, because of that, you know. Instead of talking it out and saying, hey, you know, there's no, you know, hard feelings, man. We're just having a conversation on here. Nobody's going to think the same. But, you know, some of the views he had, some of the guys didn't agree with. TJ and me, and, you know, because we were talking about, we made some comments about what we didn't like about America. And he said, well, if it wasn't for America, you wouldn't be over here. And, you know, just that argument. And I said, well, you know, America hasn't given me anything. I earned everything that I have. And I didn't have any choice in the matter of where I was born and everything. But it wasn't just with me. You know, him and TJ were going back and forth in the stream, in the comments. I missed a lot of what they said, but it's no reason for that. He said the drive to work is the worst part of my job. But let's finish with this list. Okay, number 2 is the getaway. Number 3 is we're curious. People hear a lot about, hey, Marlon, about the Philippines. The Philippines has a big reputation, one way or the other. And, you know, they're tired of watching the vlogs and stuff, and everybody else over here frolicking on the beach. Got these young women next to us. Here's the guest. He's here. He showed up. Wait.
Hey, what's up, Robert?
Hey, what's up, brother?
All right, all right, all right. I'm pleased to meet you.
Well, thank you. Introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
I'm Alan. I'm from, I live in Shreveport now, Louisiana. I'm here in the Philippines right now living. I've been here for about 7 months. But I'm Shreveport. I'm from California, but I'm living in Shreveport. And right now I'm living in Tacloban.
Oh, Tacloban, man. Wow. Are you aware of the typhoon? I guess you are, right?
The typhoon Yolanda?
Yeah.
Well, it was 2014 or 2013, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still worried.
Yeah, they've got you're right in Typhoon Alley right there. You're especially with this. I don't know when you plan on going back to the States.
I'm trying to get back before. I wanted to get back September or the very latest October, but September through December. That's that season. I think from what I heard, especially November and December could be kind of itchy, flaky. You know.
Yeah, because La Nina's coming in August. They expect severe storms and rain that comes with it. Because El Nino just left, and now La Nina's coming, and they said it's going to be a bitch over here. But are you retired, Alan?
Yes, I am. I'm on disability. Service connected.
How old are you?
I'm 66.
So you're retired, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah.
So how you like retirement?
How do I like what?
Your retirement.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I try to do other things, but I'm not working hard or punching nobody's clock ever again, But,
now, are you single over here? Or do you have a girlfriend or wife?
I have a fiance, we've been together about 8 months. I've been over here since January. I got here January 28th this year. I was here last year, and I was here in the Philippines about 30 years ago. See, I have a sister, a younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. They're half Filipino, although they live in America now. They were born here in the Philippines. And in fact, my stepbrother, who lives in Bilaran, are you familiar with Bilaran?
I am. I've been there before. Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah. He's the one that hooked me up with my girl,
Oh, okay. So is this so y'all been together? Were y'all chatting before?
Yeah, we started out by chatting, of course, on Facebook Messenger, and take my time, because I'm an old soul. I'm a musician too, so I didn't traveled, and I know how girls are about, especially Americans or even British people and stuff. They want to run up on you and they hit heaven, And so I'm very careful and cautious of that kind of thing, And I was in the military, like most of us over here. A lot of American that are here in the Philippines are ex-military, So wherever there's a military base at, you got girls looking for a husband, badly.
Absolutely. Now,
they're not. Yeah.
W Secrets to Success wants to know, what part of Shreveport are you from? Cedar Grove, Greenwood, Cripple Road, etc.
I'm from the Lakeside.
Lakeside?
Yeah, Lakeside.
Now, how old is your girlfriend?
43.
43.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any plans on bringing her back to America or anything?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why I'm still here. I'm gonna work on getting a visa. I'm gonna see if I can get a tourist visa at first, because I'm not ready to rush into marriage, until I know But she's a good girl. Though. I know this, but I'm still just that cautious, though. So it might be kind of difficult.
Have you talked to anybody about that tourist visa and how difficult it can be trying to get a Filipino tourist visa?
Yeah, yes, I have. I went to even a lawyer too. We got an affidavit drawn up and everything, stating that she does plan to return. That's the thing they worry about. That's what the U.S. worries about, that people try to get over there and then not come back. So
yeah, Michael Beecher Life, he says, don't waste your time and money on the tourist visa. It ain't going to go anywhere.
Oh, okay. And
well, so many people try. We've got a guy on here now, probably watching. His name is Sam McCall. His girlfriend's got everything: a house, lot, money in the bank, grandkids, a pension, and they turned her down. It's really hard, and it's because of the fact that not that they think they won't come back. They know they're not going to come back. You got to have a lot that's going to tie you to this place. You got to have connections. Okay. I would say if I were you, I would do the K1, because that way you can bring her over. You don't have to marry her. Okay. You got 90 days to decide. If you decide in those 90 days you don't want to get married, then, she can come back, or it won't be on you. See, that would be the way to go, because I'm going to tell you that tourist visa, man, so many people have tried it. Okay, it's not easy. The K1 is a whole lot more sure. It's going to cost you about the same. May take a little bit longer, but it'll spare you the heartache.
It can take up to 12, anywhere from 12 to 18 months. And the CR1 application is like $675. Whereas I was going to be cheap too.
You don't have to get married. Here's the K1 is the fiance visa. You don't get married. Yeah. Okay. It's just something to think about. This is a community. This is a community, Alan. We help each other, but I think you're gonna be wasting your money, especially if your girlfriend doesn't have. Does she own a house or anything?
No, she doesn't. So yeah, I think about that. I thought hard about it before. Now, in a way, I'm kind of being cheap too, but I was looking for a quick visa. If it was to work, I could get it within a couple of months, because I need to get back to the States for a couple of months to check my property. I've been gone too long.
Yeah. So but you may rethink. You may want to rethink that.
Yeah, K1 was my first option, but the length of time for a turnaround could be a year or more, and I really didn't.
Well, it used to be a whole lot quicker, depending on if they cleared up that backlog of cases from the pandemic, because I was able to get approved in 6 months. My son's mother got approved in 3 months.
Okay.
With the K1. But it's just something to think about. Don't waste your money. You said you're trying to be cheap. So don't waste your money on that tourist visa, dude. It's not going to go through, okay? Well, listen, these immigration services and these lawyers, they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to tell you what's required. The money and this and the information. They're not going to tell you that because they want your business. We're being honest with you. But anyway.
How much was your application? Was it $600 and something or?
Well, I didn't do a CR1. I did a K1 visa, but you got to realize that was 2013.
Okay, yeah.
It's went up, but that's what they're doing. They're saying, look, are you serious about it? They don't want the bullshit over there, man. You know, it's already all this immigration stuff, and you want to be sure too.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring your problem over there.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna tell you, there's no pussy worth that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's not that good. But some guys
Yeah.
convince themselves that it is. And you know, I've got a guy who writes me just about every day. He's going through hell right now with the girl that he's like, what happened? Where's the sweet little Providence girl that I met 6 months ago? She turned into the damn devil. He said, brother, if you want to be cheap, just stay here and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. He must be married. That's the thing I'm worried about. You know, when they married, they change on you. They flip.
Yeah, but either way, if you get over there, you know, 8 months is not a long time to know somebody. So you've actually been with her, boots on the ground, for about 5 months, right?
Yeah, I got here at the end of January.
Yeah, so you about 5 months. So about 5 months.
Yeah, good. Going on 6 months.
So you think that well, it's actually going to go on 5 months. June is the 6th month.
Yeah.
So you're basically 5 months. It'll be 6 months next month. Do you think that's long enough to know somebody to bring them over there?
Not really. You know, that's why I'm saying that's why I want to try the tourist. You know, not for me. I mean, we live together, so I mean, and I have no red flags, but still, the only red flag is me. I just that cautiousness, you know. But,
well, you know, if you're on your honeymoon period, when you're on your honeymoon period, you're on your honeymoon period, Al. I'm not picking on you, okay? You're not going to see any red flags, especially when she got that pussy stuck in your face. How you going to see a red flag when the pussy's in your face? You can't see nothing. But here's Sam McCall, the guy I was telling you about. He said, and my girlfriend has her passport stamps in 6 countries. She's been denied 3 times for the tourist visa. We're not trying to discourage you. We're just trying to help you and give you more information.
I appreciate it. Because, like I said, that was my first go-to was the K1. But I was one day I was trying to keep, and I was looking for a quick visa, you know, because the turnaround on the from what I'm hearing is about anywhere from 12 to 18 months, you know. But maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm not hearing, maybe I'm getting misinformation as far as the turnaround.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though, Alan. You don't have to marry her. Just because you do the K1, it doesn't mean you have to marry her. You could just bring her over there for 90 days. Let her know, hey, look, you know, if we don't get married, you got to come back.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do because I don't need to be there for 90 days anyway. I just need to go check on my properties and a little bit of family and stuff, make sure everything's okay. You know, a couple months, 2 to 3 months is enough time for me to be back in America.
Now, when did you come here last year? Where were you staying?
I was here in July. I was in Alongapo. I stayed in the Calaba area in Billerang for about 4 or 5 days, and then of course I went on, you know, Corone, whatever they call it. It's a tourist place, you know.
Right. Now I know you had a girlfriend then. What happened to her?
No, I didn't. When I came here with my family.
Okay.
With my sister, her, and you know, my stepmother is in my stepmother before the kids was even born. You know, my father had married her.
Yeah.
And the kids are now 44. My sister's 44 years old. You know.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So I've been coming. This is my 3rd time in the Philippines, but I've been connected to the Philippines for many years. You know, my father was, you know, he was with the Navy. you know, before it
What do
shut
you
down.
do when you're here?
I just mostly being on Lungapo. My first time, second time here, we did a lot. Like I said, we did some traveling. We, you know, Manila, Tacloban, Coron, Palawan, and just like a tourist. I was here only 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
now, okay, now I walk. I do a lot of walking. I'm trying to get this weight off of me, you know, and just take it easy, man. I just take it easy. You know, life is simple for me, I like it like that. I haven't heard one gunshot since I've been here. You know, and I hear gunshots
let
every
me
day where I live. Yeah.
let me ask you. So, can you tell the guys what they have to look forward to? Because a lot of people are looking forward to coming over here. Tell them how good you got it.
You know, see, I've been to Manila world from the rest of the. I haven't been. I've only been through like Cebu, but man, here in the Visaya area, man, these provinces, man, the people are very, very friendly. I know they got some what they call it, the new party MPAs or something like that, protesters and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, in some of these mountains, you know. But I think you're looking for a time. You're looking for genuine people, except when you get to the bigger cities. You know, some of the girls can be bad. To me, seem genuine. You know, and
Yeah.
people are friendly.
You got it good. You said you found a good woman. So how do you have
Yes.
it right now? How do you have it right now with her?
And it could, you said, it could be a honeymoon period because it's been an everyday honeymoon. She cooks every day, clean. She don't let me do nothing. She don't even let dry my. When I shower, she dries me off. You know, lotions me up, helps me up the stairs and down the stairs, and it's just ain't many American women, especially American black women. Don't get me wrong, I do, but it just ain't. I haven't been that lucky with American black women, you know.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Marilyn used to give me when me and Marilyn first met, she used to give me a massage every day. And we've been
Uh,
together over 5 years, right? It's been over 4 years. She gave me a massage. All that stops after a while.
that's what I'm wondering, you know. And it's okay, you know, for me, don't stop cooking because I don't want to cook no more, you know. But I
Yeah,
help, you know.
yeah,
I help. I try to help. They sent me down. You know, the whole family is good to me. You know, we have our own little apartment here, but when the family comes around, every time I come to the Philippines, I'm treated like a king. You know, even my stepmother and sister, they don't let me do nothing. You know, as far as cooking or anything like that.
yeah. Now,
My,
does she have
my,
children?
huh?
Does your
No, she
girlfriend have
don't.
children?
No, she doesn't. Uh, uh, she had been pregnant before she told me years ago, and she lost that child. You know, I guess in
Yeah.
childbirth or
So,
whatever.
so do you plan on having any children?
Hey man, if God got enough in me to put into it, oh yeah, I would because I don't
Yeah,
have
because
children.
they're very fertile.
Yeah, I never had a child, you know, so I wouldn't mind, even though I'm 66.
Yeah.
I'm reading a lot of these replies. Like enjoy that, okay, like because it ain't gonna last forever.
Well, yeah, I don't think nothing lasts forever, but he's right. Yeah, because I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
So, what about the food over here? What about your diet? Well, are you able to get the foods that you used to eating in America over here?
No, some, but it's so expensive. Like broccoli, man. Broccoli. Come on now, 300 pesos for one clove of broccoli. That's crazy as hell. I'm not going to spend that. I see Welch grape juice, 460 pesos. That's damn near $10. You know, no. So I try to stick to the local food. I'm a coffee drinker, and I started off ordering Starbucks, and I said, "The hell with that. That's just I'm gonna have to accept what they got here because it's so much cheaper, you know." And so we go to the fish market, man. Just about that's part of my walk, and to buy fresh fish and fresh vegetables, and that's really cool. I mean, when I say fresh, right off the water. Well, you've been here over 5 or 6 years, so you know what I'm talking about, you know.
Yeah. And Tacloban is right at sea level. Does
Right.
that concern you? Does that concern you? Because that's what killed a lot of the people.
Yeah, I've never I haven't experienced a rainy season yet. All 3 times that I've been here. Now, like for example, Sunday we was at this carnival and it rained for about I don't know, 20 minutes. You know, in the water with we were walking through a little lake to get back to the main street. You know, it just came up, you know. And I've been asking, the apartment I live in can withstand a heavy hit, you know. And in the area where most of the 20,000 was like $3,000 or whatever that got killed here in Yolanda, they showed me the area where that got hit. And I believe we're far enough up off the water to stop if a surge of waves come on in. But like I said, I've never been here yet, so I can't say. And I've never been in a typhoon or a hurricane, you know.
Yeah. Well, get ready because you're right in the middle. You're in the midst of it. It's coming. Okay. So always watch the news. You know, watch social media because you're gonna get hit. Tacloban, you realize that even after Typhoon Yolanda, they've had some real rough typhoons come through there. They didn't kill as many people, but yeah, you're right there in the typhoon belt. So I'm not trying to scare you, but just a lot of foreigners died in that storm in 2013. Just, you know, do you have any type of emergency plan? Do you have any like
how to get out? I've been thinking about that, you know, Calvin, I'll be honest, because, you know, I'm kind of nervous about this season. I really want to get up out of here before it really hits. From my girlfriend told me November and December, you know, but I've heard of typhoons already coming around. They had one in Manila or something, or in the area. And you just mentioned one, you know.
Odette.
So
Odette.
Man, what I'm concerned is if a lot of water gets here, are they going to close down that airport where I can't get up out of here, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, do you got non-perishable goods, flashlights, and all that stuff? Because you're right there, man. I'm just telling you. Okay, but they said, how long have you been with her? You already said 8 months, but you've actually been with her for 5 months, right? Boots on the ground.
Yeah.
So what makes you so sure? What makes you so sure about her that you wasn't so sure about all the other ones?
I don't know, man. You know what? You know how they say the older you get, the wiser you get, and my intuitions and feelings are pretty confident about them. You know, the doubts that I have, I'm doing that myself. You know, that just the how do I want to say that? Just to be for sure. You know, just to be for sure. But you can never be for sure because anybody could flip at any moment. You know.
But you know, I know one way that they try to convince you is they try to whip you. You know, they try to pussy whip you, and I think that has a lot to do with guys being for sure that this is the one because they never say no. They do, you know, they basically bend over backwards, jump through hoops, turn around circles to convince you that they're the one. Okay. But like I said, as long as you're sure, that's all that really matters. So you're looking to go home in September and come back. Now, when you come back, you plan on retiring here?
No, not right. If we have speaking of marriage, you know, if I do decide to marry, I could do a back, you know, do 4 or 5 months here and 4 or 5 months in America, and stuff. I really don't want to be here during the rainy season because just a little bit of taste of what I've seen. Until this area might, I don't know about where I live at, but I can see areas that I know are going to flood, and those are the rains that we've had so far are just 20 and 30-minute rains, and I can look and tell, you know. So I am concerned. I do like my apartment, and there's a strong building right in front of it. That I think that if a typhoon comes through off the water, that'll take all the beating, you know. But I think I better start stacking up more on non-perishable. I'm glad to hear you say that and mention that. Like I did when it was COVID time in the States, you know.
Yeah, let me ask you something. How much is your rent there?
My rent is like, it equals about 300 and something in America. It's a nice apartment, you know. You see the back of it, in the room.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, 2-bedroom upstairs, and you know, lots of room downstairs, you know.
What's your rent like over there? Yeah, what's it like in California? What's your rent like in California?
Impossible. Like I said, I live in Louisiana now. I couldn't afford to live in California, not off a disability check and Social Security. To live in a hardcore ghetto, they live in a hardcore ghetto and be getting shot at every day. That's about 1,800. Anywhere up to 2,000 a month. You know, it's literally impossible. Well, in the Bay Area. See, I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. You know. Now, if I move further out, the further you get away, it gets a little cheaper. The further you get away from San Francisco.
Yeah. Now I know Derek said y'all been knowing each other. Y'all been friends for a long time. Derek Casanova.
Yeah, I've been knowing Derek since he was about 5, and me and his brother were good friends. You know, been knowing 8. Yeah, so I've been knowing Derek 60 years.
Yes. W Secret to Success said 5 months. He said, bro, take your time with this situation. Minimum 2 years. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I hear him. That's why I'm not trying to rush into that. You know. Yeah. You know, but I might, if worse comes to worse, I might have to go back to the States by myself and a couple months and then come back, you know. That's a lot of money just to go 3 or 4 days, you know.
Yeah, well, if you plan on leaving in September, you certainly going back by yourself. I don't believe I don't know if you could get an appointment for a tourist visa that quick. That would be real quick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's not going nowhere, man. You know, and then it'll give you a chance to really, you know what you got. Because you know, before you met her, it's no big deal. But now y'all been together. Now when you leave, because them long distance relationships, man, are something, because you've tasted the berries, okay? You've tasted the juice. Now when you go back, them nights are gonna be long and cold, man. You're gonna be like, man.
I gotta go back to cleaning my own house and all that. You know, like I said, I'm 66, man. You know, I don't move as good as I used to, you know, and I don't bend over as well, you know. I'm trying to do more exercise, get myself more agile. I see you on some of your posts, always talking to you. You're in good shape, Calvin. You know, how old are you, Calvin, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 61.
Oh yeah, you're in very good shape. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. Now, what is did anybody say anything to you to try to discourage you from coming over here and getting involved with a Filipina?
That's nothing but black women and people, well, even my sister, you know, but my sister never liked any girlfriend I have. And my sister's half Filipino, you know. My sister and her mother, they want to choose a girl for me. The first I came 30-something years ago, my stepmother was out actually screening women, you know, making them and stuff because they not. She's looking for me, what they call a cherry girl back then, you know. And
Yeah.
that mother is very, very mean. She's pure Filipino, if you know what I'm saying, you know. And so they don't like her, you know, talk, you know, because they didn't pick her, you know. And I just told them the truth. If you choose a woman for me, that means you're going to be in control of that woman. I'm not to tell her what she can do and what. Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, Johnny S. He says, "Hello, Cal. Made it back home." Now this is Johnny S. He was just in San Carlos City. He arrived in the Philippines on Thursday. He had to turn right back around and leave because his brother died suddenly.
Oh,
And
wow.
so we want to send our sincerest condolences out to Johnny S. He's a great guy, though. We spent one day together. I kind of showed him around a little bit. He brought his whole family here, man, and he's the first time I've ever seen anybody do that. He brought his 3 teenagers here, 15, 16, and 17, and they had to turn around and go right back. I mean, they were here for a couple of days, man, but he said he made it back home. What's up, Danny? What'd you say?
Is his children, are they Filipino or Americans?
Well, they're American, but they're half Chinese. He's married.
Okay.
His wife is from China. He spent a lot of time in China and, you know, in the military and all that stuff. I mean, he's got it together now, but it's just, that's probably the second shortest trip of anybody I've ever heard coming to the Philippines. Because I knew a guy that stayed one day. He came over here for one day, met the girl and went back because, you know, he worked for Delta Airlines and he got the free trip. But I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah. The girl, he married her in one day?
No, he just met her. He just wanted to come over here. You know, some guys, they like that, man. You know, if you're not used to the treatment you get over here, you do stupid stuff like that. When they throw it on you like that, you know, because they will. I'm pretty sure you know that by now. I mean, let's be honest. You know, she's doing it now.
I tell you, Calvin, if I was decide that I want to stay over here either permanently or long periods of time, I've already told her I don't live in Tacloban for that main reason, because of typhoons. Manila is a little too crowded. I'm more used to Manila, though, you know, coming from San Francisco and the LA area and all that kind of stuff. But that San Carlos, from the backgrounds that I see when you're doing your show, it's pretty good, like a nice place.
Well, you know, believe it or not, Ormoc City, which is about 2 hours from you, that would be a good spot for you.
Or
you know, they don't get Ormoc City. It's in Lady.
Oh, I know Ormoc.
Yeah, Ormoc. See, that would probably be a good place because you don't want to move that woman too far away because she's not going to be any good to you then.
Yeah.
It's going to be like two foreigners in the Philippines because you move them too far away, they don't know anybody.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna have to go. I've never been to Ormoc. I know about it. She has a nephew that lived there. A couple nieces and nephew that lived there. I'm gonna have to go visit it. And they have like a Robinson Mall, so I know it's a big. I don't know if it's big as Tacloban or it's populated as Tacloban. But.
Yeah, actually, it's the safest city in the Philippines, according to the crime reporting. You know, the amount of crimes that are committed and are reported, and it's like a city of 250,000. I've been there a couple of times. It's pretty nice. But shout out to Danny, Road to the Philippines. He made it back to the Philippines. He came on my live stream one time, not physically, but mentally, and he said, but you know, in the comments, he said he had 79 days, and man, that 79 days went back quick. Now, what's the difference between, have you been married before, Alan?
time, and it didn't last. I mean, it didn't last because I really didn't want to get married. You know, it was an old friend, that an old childhood friend, and we had seen each other about 25 years. So turned out she never married, I never married, and blah blah blah. And I was at the time, I was living in, she was still in California, and so we did a lot of phone talking. And so I ran my mouth into that kind of talking, you know, that little puppy talk. When I went to California, man, she was ready to take me to the what you call it, justice of the peace that day. And I came there to tell her, hey, let's wait, you know. And man, she just cried and cried and cried. And I asked my mother, because my mother knew I've been knowing the girl since I was like 5 years old, 4 years old. And I asked my mother to talk to her, and then I asked my sister to talk to her. And I finally went ahead and married, you know, and which was a mistake from the jump, you know. So basically, within 3 months, she moved back to California, you know, because she knew I didn't want to be married. She just got up and just left.
Yeah, so the women that you dealt with in the past, how does the Filipina compare to that?
The only one I can say is because I've been to Japan too, and the women are very nice over there, and they got money. See, so the Japanese, you know. I don't know. I can't think of anybody. I've met some sweet Americans, and in my younger days, girls. You know, it was me. I was the bad boy, the boy. You know, just hard headed. You know, and so I can't say I'm not gonna tag everybody in America just because you're from America. That make you a bad woman. I don't want to say that. You know, but the women I've met here, man, they're all sweet, man. You know. I'm an older man now because I be out there trying to knock them all up, you know, and hell with a marriage, you know. But them days, you know, I've had my years. I'm worried about that kind of life no more, you know.
Yeah, let me ask you something. How do you feel about paying for everything? Because you just started, it hasn't been but 5 months, but what about after 5 years when you're paying for everything? Even if she wants a lollipop, you got to pay for it.
Well,
Everything.
you know, we talked, you know. I mean, and I told her, you know, if we're in America, you know, you got your bachelor's degree, and you know, you was working on your master's, and she plans to finish that. I was telling her if you can improve your English a little more. Her English, she knows it, but it's still very, very heavy, you know. I was explaining to her the kind of money that she can make in America. But the point I'm making here is I don't plan. I would like to see her working, you know, and that way she can become a part of a community, make more friends out there. There's not many Filipinos in Louisiana where I live at. There's plenty out there in California area, you know, but not many. But there is a Filipino community though in Shreveport, which is good. I tend to let her mingle with some of them. I want to, how you say it, Calvin, monitor friends that she makes over here, the girls, because a lot of girls are start trying to twist their head up. Don't be cooking for him every day. Make this shit, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want to. I want to put a stop to that before it happens, before it even happens, you know. Because right now this girl got her head on her shoulder, and if her head becomes Americanized, that could be a bad thing.
Well, you know, we Westernize them. We Americanize them, Alan. You realize that, don't you? It's not it's not the women over there. It's not the internet. It's you. You look at that Western lifestyle you giving her right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the ones who do that. I just want you to be.
Okay.
Now, have you ever, Frank Ellis wants to know, have you ever had any other Filipino girlfriends recently? I'm not talking about 30 years ago.
Not in the recent years, no. Not in the
Yeah.
recent years. Uh, uh, and the ones that I've been with, I've dated Filipino girls. They're called Filipinos. I call them Americans because they're no part Filipino. Not their culture, not their demeanor. It's a whole different thing. For example, when I was in Japan, I was with a girlfriend, and I was looking at a Japanese girl. I said, "That girl's American," and she didn't believe me. She said, "I said, yeah, she's Japanese, but she's American." I didn't even hear the girl talk. I'm just watching her demeanor. And I went over there and said, "Are you from America?" She said, "Yes." The other girl, her mind was blown. She's like, "How did you know that?" I said, "She's just Westernized, you know. I can tell, you know."
Okay, now Benito Ruiz, he says he asked on here. He says he's 52. He wants to know what's the best place to stay. And Michael Beecher Life asked him, "Do you have any mobility issues?" He said, "Yes, I had a stroke and I cannot walk good." Well, you probably want to stay in one of the big cities like Cebu, Manila, like that, where
See,
they get.
yeah, and that's my thing. Also, I was staying in Calaba, but there's no hospital there. No, they probably have doctors, but you have to get on a bus and either go to Naval or Omar or Tacloban, you know. And that Tacloban is a 3-hour ride from Calaba. And wherever I live in the Philippines, I need to be near a hospital, you know. At 66, you know, I have something, you know. I mean,
Yeah, you probably need to be close to a hospital. Now, let me answer this real quick. And, everybody has their own opinion. Tito's George Trout. He said, "Men do not westernize them, Calvin. You are wrong, sir." Okay, well, that's your opinion, but don't just say that. Back it up. I'm saying we do because we give them a Western lifestyle over here. Most of the women that we end up dealing with, they don't come from the background that we do. So they don't have hot and cold water. They don't have air conditioning. They don't have real mattresses. They don't live a Western lifestyle. We give them that. We spoil them. Okay, they don't have a spigot that they turn on and pesos continuously run. Okay, they don't have that until they meet us. So we do Westernize them. Okay, when you stop fooling with a Filipina, depending on how long you've been dealing with her, it's going to be hard for her to go back to the life she was living before because you changed her. Okay, now back up what you're saying when you say we don't. Okay, because I don't understand what I mean. Don't just come on here and say, "Oh, I'm wrong." Bring some facts because I know for a fact we do. Bullshit. Okay, they don't go to the mall. They go to the okay, George. Okay, so unless you're gonna back it up, you can have any opinion you want to. No, they don't. The internet doesn't do anything. You're right there with her. She's right by your side every day. Okay. But I mean, if you want to think that, that's okay. That's fine. He said Filipinos are westernized in the States. Filipino groups in the U.S. will ruin her. Well, we ruin them first. Okay. We put Western demands on them. A lot of women over here aren't used to what we demand in the bedroom and everything. They're just not used to it, guys. We change them. We liberate them. It doesn't matter whether you want to admit it or not. Women aren't used to doing the things that you want her to do. Okay, I'm just sorry. Okay. He says, "Damn, Boston just won NBA Finals." I don't even watch sports over here. Do you, Alan? You watch sports?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I didn't watch him that much in the States. Part of the reason of that is when I moved from California, I'm not around all my buddies I grew up with. We always watched the games together and stuff like that, you know. So I do watch.
Okay, now he said he's been married for 37 years and she's not changed. I'll be damned. No way the Filipino woman you with now is the same as she was 37 years ago. She may not be westernized and she may not be materialistic and all that, but she certainly changed, okay? So nobody stays the same, Tito George. I'm sorry, okay? But do y'all have nice beaches over there where you are, Alan?
I gotta say, No, they have them, but I gotta say no because see, I've been to other islands out here and where I've seen real nice beaches. For that matter, I don't even think Manila got good beaches, and I haven't seen them. But
Yeah.
I believe Cebu. I don't know Cebu. I've only been through the airport, but from what I can see flying in, Cebu, a lot of places in the Visaya area has pretty places, but Tacloban I think is just too busy and populated. A lot of places are dirty. A lot of poor places out here.
Now they've got some good beaches in Southern Lady. But do you like to go to the beach? Is that something you like to do? Or?
Oh yeah. She wants me to go swimming for health reasons. She said you got to go swim in the sea. Have you heard that yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So you've never been to the beach since you've been here?
Not here in Tacloban. I've been to the what they call like baywalks, the walkways on the water.
Yeah, like the boulevard. The boulevard.
Yeah.
Now I love the chime. Yeah. I want to read this comment. He says, I actually Westernized her parents and siblings as well. Yeah, because most of the women that we deal with, they've never rode into a car before. Okay? That's Westernizing them. I remember when I was with my son's mother, we went to the tops up in Cebu, just on a tourist thing. And she got sick as a dog. And I'm like, what's going on? She said, I'm not used to riding in a car. Well, hell, she's driving now. She's driving now and has her license and everything. So I don't know what that guy's talking about. That we don't Westernize them. You're a damn lie. We do.
Yeah.
And she changes you too. If you stay over here long enough, all them roosters and stuff, pretty soon they're not gonna bother you. I can't even hear the roosters most of the time. And different foods that I try, and I don't even use toilet paper anymore either. They showed me how to wipe my butt with soap and water. So, you're gonna change. You're gonna change.
Hey, Calvin, let me say that's one thing I'm kind of worried about with my girl because we got a red shower and stuff, but she still do the Filipino, the cup and the bucket. And when she wipe her butt, she use the cup and the bucket. I said, you can't go to an American house. If I take you to my house, you get to throwing water everywhere. She's gonna beat your butt, So you're gonna have to sometimes learn how to use toilet paper. Derek says it's more cleaner the way they do it. And I get
that's what I was told, and that's why I use soap and water now, because when you use toilet paper, you're not getting it all, okay? And then you gotta see, we're used to flushing the toilet paper. They don't want you to flush it over here. It stops up everything, but eventually you get used to it. Like I said, man, a 4-pack of toilet paper, man, will last us, I don't know, 2 months here, because we use it. They use it for something else. They use it like a paper towel, because I buy the good 3-ply toilet tissue, but they don't use it to wipe their behind, and neither do I anymore.
Yeah. And I told her I have a washer and dryer in America, and she said she don't want to use that. She's from the country. Calab is like what we call the country in America. Actually, she's from the jungle. What I call jungle.
Yes, it's the province.
Yeah.
The province.
the province. And so she's got a lot of old-fashioned ways.
Yeah, have you been there before? Or are you just going by what she said?
I stayed there the first 3 weeks I was here. I told her I can't live here. I need to be near Wi-Fi, good stable Wi-Fi, and I'm too Americanized. I'm not trying to bring America here with me. I'm not taking America here with me, but I need to be I still do stuff online, where I try to make money and stuff. I can't deal with all that out there. But it's nice for a few days. Yeah. It's
Thank
nice
you.
for a few days.
Yeah, thank you for bearing witness. See, I made a video about that. See, guys, they want to come over here being cheap trying to save as much money as they can, and try to move in with the girlfriend or family where they live. They can't handle it, right? I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's tough, right?
Yeah. I couldn't do it. This is my apartment. It's not her apartment. It's my apartment. I got an apartment. It was
I
much
know.
cheaper
I'm
than
just saying that you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it back there in that province, could you?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. No.
Yeah. Okay. He said, so where do we go when the Philippines is ruined in 3 years? But see, you must be very new to this genre because you're not going to ruin the Philippines, man. They've been saying that for a long, long time. You know, you realize how spread out this place is? There's 2,000 islands over here that people actually live on. I've been over here on and off for 15 years. I've only been to 15 islands. It's not going to be ruined in 3 years. It won't be ruined ever. Okay. You cannot change the Philippines. The Philippines is going to change you. Okay. Just remember that. Okay. Because we've tried it. Well, you know, I'm just saying that he said, okay, I'll just say y'all turn them out. We got a different way of doing things. Okay. And a lot of times, you know, when we come over here, we're the men, you know, you're paying for everything. She's going to follow you, but she's not going to let you mistreat her. So it's certain things we ask them to do that they're not used to doing. I'm sorry, man. You know, they look at us like we're crazy. Why you want me to do that? Okay. That's just how it is, though. Well, I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard. You can't judge a man, Frank, by the first time. He's only been on here for 30 minutes. I think he's doing everything the right way for real right now. But I will tell him to pump his brakes when it comes to getting that tourist visa, man. You want to keep that money in your pocket. That's not going to happen, Alan. I mean, don't go get a lawyer. Don't do anything like that because they're not going to tell you the truth. They want your money. Okay. All they're going to tell you is what's the requirements. You got to do this, this, and that. There's a guy watching right now. His fiance's been turned down 3 times, and she's got everything that they claim that you're supposed to have. A house, a lot, grandchildren, a pension. She's been to 6 other countries. For some reason, they turn her down because they have a bad record of going over there and not coming back. That's just how it is. Can you blame them? No, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
I'm going to take y'all's advice on that, you know, because, you know, even Derek was telling me it's going to be difficult, you know, so I'm hearing it anytime, so, you know, that it ain't going to work. So I got to take it. I have no choice but to take y'all's advice on that. I'll go with one.
Yeah, I would, I mean, you know, because I would do the K1 and then that way, if you want to bring her over there, she can come over there and you can sit back and watch her, how she reacts when she gets there, because they're going to change, man. It's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's no way you can take a kid to Disneyland and something not happen to them. And that's what America is to a lot of women and men over here. It's Disneyland. Mm-hmm. They've dreamed their whole lives of going there. So when people say, "Oh, she didn't change," that's bullshit. She might have hid it from you, and deep inside, she's saying, "I'll be damned. Look, her hair's gonna be on fire. It's gonna be a big deal, man, when they go over there." I've experienced it. Okay. Hey, Mike Dawsonville, thanks for that super chat. He said, "Great conversation, Cal." He said, "I appreciate that." Yeah, Alan's being pretty open and honest, man, about his situation over here, and that usually makes for a good conversation. You know, he's 66, his woman's 43, right?
Right.
Now, she's a nice looking 43 or older looking 43?
I said nice looking, you know. I mean, she don't look 20, you know. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful women here. You've been here 5 years, you know that. A lot of pretty cute faces, you know. And and she has one, you know. maybe when I get a little more comfortable, one day I'll introduce you to you. You know.
Yeah. But let me ask you something. Okay. Why do you think she wants you? Why do you think she's interested in you?
You know, I've talked about that a lot with her. You know,
I mean, you. I mean, she's gonna tell you everything you want to hear. But I mean, you and your man, you got this nice woman. She's 20 some odd years younger than you. She's nice looking. Obviously, you can't get that in Louisiana, right?
Man, I got a big belly. You know, I talked to her. You know, I said, you know, hey, on that, it's all men on there, right?
Yeah, it's all men. Yeah.
You know, so I'm 60. So, and there's some older ones on there. So some of your guests on here might understand that at 66, you know, I don't work like I used to work when I was 24. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so and so sometimes I gotta get a little blue pill to help, you know. And I told her, what you want with a big old belly guy like me and blah blah. And I always constantly and continue. But man, she has shown no signs of that part don't matter. She just said you have a good heart, you know, that.
But I'm asking you though. I'm asking you, why do you think she wants you? And I'm not asking her. She's going to say all that stuff. But for you and your man, what are you thinking? Like, I know why they want. I know why they want me. They want me because I can give them a better life. It's not because I'm some good-looking man and all that. They want me for the same reason they want a lot of other men. In the beginning. And we can change it, but do you ever think like, what's this nice looking 43-year-old woman want with me? I'm a big chubby 66-year-old man. I can't get hard. You know, my better days are behind me.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that?
I do. First of all, of course, quite naturally, a better life, you know. I know that I don't think she's after my money, but I want to not push that out my head, though. I won't allow myself to push that out my head. But when I even try to give money, it's like, what's this for? I don't need this. You keep this. And, you know, and when she gets money, she gives me the money to hold, you know, to take control. And that could, like I said, that could flip at any minute, you know, especially if I put a ring on it, as Beyonce says.
No. But see, I don't care, Alan, and I talked about that before. I know why my girlfriend wants me, but I don't care because I'm happy and I'm satisfied. And that's really all that matters. That's what I'm trying to get to, you know, because you never really know for sure anyway. I don't care if the woman's in America or wherever, or in the Philippines, you know, and nothing outside of you is going to make you happy anyway. So, I wouldn't care if I were you. If you're happy, long as you don't let her take advantage of you, mean just wipe you out and leave you somewhere hanging.
Yeah. You know, and there's the possibility, like my stepmother and sister is saying, you marry that girl to get her to America. After so long, she's gonna run off on you. Yeah, that's not what she want to do with America, especially when she becomes a citizen. And I said, well, I asked my stepmother, did you run off on my father? Did you spend his money? No, he took all your money. You know, I said, if anything, you should be worried about the girl, not me. You know.
Yeah.
Younger. Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny because that's the type of talk that goes on over here. And it's usually the older women who have a problem with the younger women over here. I talked about that before. You'll be shocked who's really against those age gap relationships. It's not who you think it is. A lot of the women, you know, they time has passed them up and they don't want to see the young Filipino. You know, I guess it's like the crab in the bucket mentality or something. I don't know. But they discourage it like, well, what do you mean? Just like you said, you were with my father I mean, so
Yeah,
why
my
you
father was
telling me not to fool with the woman?
yeah, my father was like 20 something years older than Norma, But look here, Calvin, I don't know if you've been to Taiwan. There's about 30 or 40 or 50 Australians over here, man. They look 70 and 80 and got girls look 19 years old. And there's some blacks out here, and some British people, and none of them are young here. Everybody I see, every foreigner got a girl that looks 20 to 30 years younger.
Thank you. Thank you.
Walking on
See, you're coming right out of my vlog. You're coming right out of my vlogs. I was just talking about that. These average men over here were dating these average women, and no one cares really. That's why they come over here and do it. They got that memo. Man, I can go to the Philippines and I can get me a young woman, and the rest is history. But yeah, we don't ruin women over here. They act like that these women here can't make decisions for themselves. They don't know what's going on in the world. They do. They know exactly what they're doing. We're not ruining anything. It's been going on for a long, long time.
I could attest to that. Because, if my father was living, he'd be like 94, 95 years old, So, yeah. And he's been coming over here since the 50s.
Yeah. But that's what I was talking about yesterday. We're seen as a predator, but we're not. We're not the predator, guys. If you're listening to me, we are not the predator. We're the prey. They're inviting us over here. That woman invited you here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it wouldn't make sense for the sheep to invite the wolf to dinner if she thinks she's going to be the damn dinner. But if you turn it around, it makes good sense for the wolf to invite the sheep to dinner, knowing you're going to be the damn dinner. And so, all that old, we're taking advantage of them and all that. No, I'm sorry, guys. It's not happening. There's no victims over here, right? There's no victims here. Your woman's 43. You ain't no damn victim.
No victim.
No, he said, so all of this talk about Panay getting Americanized. No. But you don't realize, man, so it's 110 million people over here, this is. Okay, so for every one that somebody takes to America or England or whatever it is, another one pops up and it's 18 or 19 or 21 becomes available or whatever it is. But you can't change the Philippines. Okay, you can't even change the women because they already, not all Filipino women want to deal with a foreigner. Okay, listen to this, okay? There's only a certain amount of women over here who will deal with us. They made up their minds. They're on the dating site or Facebook or whatever it is. They say, okay, I'm open to dating a foreign man. They no longer have any dreams anymore. Okay, there's a lot of women over here who will not deal with us. I go to the gym all the time. Those young, attractive women there, they have young, attractive Filipino men. They don't have old foreigners. So we're not painting every Filipino with that brush. It's only a tiny percentage of women over here who deal with you, okay? And they want to be Americanized, okay? They already know the story because somebody in their family, one of their friends or somebody, has already made the connection. Is already reaping the rewards of dealing with a foreigner. Okay, and then so what happens? They hook up with us. You take her to a nice apartment like Alan did. I see aircon back there, Alan. You got a refrigerator. You got everything. You got Wi-Fi. You got cable. That's Americanized. Okay, he's going to spoil her whether he wants to or not. You don't think my woman's spoiled? You don't know what sport is then.
Yeah.
But they still have their own culture though. Okay, just because they get with us doesn't mean they're going to stop eating dried fish and shrimp paste and
Yeah.
balut. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. He
I
said,
eat the
"Oh,
Filipino
good.
food.
I'm trying to." Yeah. What'd you say, Alan?
I said I eat the Filipino food too, but I've been doing that for years though. Like I said, I got Filipino family, so. Hey, brother,
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
not
now
rushing.
let me ask you this: Has your woman, is your woman try to henpeck you? She wants to go everywhere you go.
No. Sometimes she's still a woman. I don't care if she's Filipino, American, or whatever. She's still a woman, and all females across the world that I've seen got a little bit some common traits, like wanting to know who you're talking to, and they got jealousy in them. If they see another woman looking at them, they're gonna stare at that woman and like back the fuck off. Excuse my language, back off. And
Okay.
if I tell her just to wait here, she's obedient, man. I hate to say it like she is, but she is,
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Who started this talk about her going to America? You or her? Who brought
Me,
that up?
me.
Okay.
She wants to get.
Thank.
She wants me to move here.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I said we're our worst enemy. We're the ones who do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. We say, come on. I'm taking you over here to America. The woman's fine here. And then we say, now come on, I want you over there with me because I want my pussy next to me every night. That's basically what it is. We rush everything. We don't know what we're doing. How long had it been? And be honest, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But how long had it been that you had an intimate relationship before you met her?
Over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Not. I mean, had sex, but you're talking about an intimate relationship. You're talking about a relationship. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like you hit the damn lot. So it's like you hit the damn lottery. When she took off her clothes and laid next to you, you're seeing this young woman like, what the world? You kind of went crazy a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you pinch yourself? Did you pinch yourself?
I really, yeah. Even though I've been here 5 months, we've been together, I still like you saying things. This is like lucky, because it's almost over. I just lost a brother in October last year, and he was in the house by himself, dead, And finally, I got the fireman to chop, open up. And see, I don't want to go like that,
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying I'm bringing this girl back with me. I'm 66. My brother died at 67. My mother died at 65. I'm trying to make it to 87, and I'm doing this, having this young woman or a woman period in my life that's like this, not stressing me the hell out. Like I can probably last a little longer.
Yeah. But I was I'm glad you came on here because you honest, man. A lot of guys come on here and they with all that bullshit. See, you honest, man, because sometimes, man, during my 15 years, I pinch myself a lot of times. I'll be like, man, am I dreaming? What did I do to deserve this? And then sometimes I hit myself over the head, like, why did I get into all this? But it's been more good than bad. But I know that's why you want that woman with you, because you're thinking like, man, I'm going to lose her if I don't take her to America. But I think you're okay.
Yeah. I don't think, be honest, I don't think I'll lose her is that I don't want to be out there alone no more. I mean, I didn't got spoiled now. I mean, shit. Man, I don't want to wash no more clothes and all that, Those kind of things. And sweet and honest. And I know she loves me, and she cares about my health. She makes sure that I take my high bloods and all that kind of things,
What if I told you that there's women that do that just to get over there, and then they run off from you.
Yeah, that's what we talked about that a little bit earlier. Like my stepmother was saying that. I'm not too much worried about that. I got a little, I haven't cashed in my what they call player cards, or my ignorance, and I can kind of judge. I could be wrong, but I don't see that in her. She's not interested in even going to America. She keeps, damn near whining about this.
Well, they're all going to say that. They're all going to say that, okay? Because she knows that you're going to take her there, so she don't have to ask you. It's the same thing when it comes to asking for money. They don't ask for money, not the smart ones, because they know it's going to raise a red flag. She don't have to ask you for money. You willingly pay for everything, right? So she didn't even have to ask you for a visa. You willingly said, "Here, I'm going to give this to you," right?
Yeah.
That's smart, man. The smart ones know this already, Alan. So they're not going to, if she starts asking you for a visa, she knows that's a red flag and you're going to run. They got patience over here now. They know what they're doing. Okay? I'm just saying, I wish you the best, because sounds like to me, you got a good woman, but it's just too early. It's too soon, man. Especially when you start talking love and all that. I've got a lot of experience with Filipino women, man. Okay. It's going to seem like they're going to do for you what a woman would do who says she loves you anyway. It just mixes things up when they start talking about, "Oh, I love you." You know what I'm saying? That's where they fool us, because they're going to do that anyway, whether they love you or not. There's a reason for all of that. And you're not going to know until Marilyn told me. She said, "You don't know how we feel about you until we get to where we want to go. Then you're going to know." Okay, so right now, your woman is not where she's trying to be right now. She doesn't have a house. She don't have a lot. She don't have any of that. Okay, she's just basically your girlfriend. You'll know when she gets to America and all that, and she gets to a stage where, well, I don't need him anymore. Now you'll know if she really has real feelings about you or not. But right now, it's like she's going up the hill. She's going to do everything to keep you in pocket, man. So just be careful, because it's kind of early to be talking about love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Alan, you're winning, bro." He said, "You have boots on the ground. You don't need to move any faster than you are right now." Yeah. Now your girlfriend's probably listening. She's gonna be angry inside.
I think she's downstairs because I can hear her down there. She can't hear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, she could. I don't put anything for doubt. Like I said, I've been in the military. I'm a musician. I was a musician and traveled a lot of spots, man, and a lot of girls, not just Asian girls, are after American. And a lot of people got this myth in the head: if you're American, you got money. Like the tricycle drivers over there. If you don't know enough to know the tricycle drivers try to hustle Americans, or foreigners, want 100 pesos when the tricycle ride is only 50 pesos. But I don't blame me. I'd be prepared for them.
Yeah. We're just saying, enjoy it right now. Go home, take care of your business, come back. Don't be in a rush, man, because you haven't seen her 360 degrees. You haven't seen her angry, jealous, mad, skeptical, tempo. It's a lot you haven't seen. Okay? You don't want to get her over there and then it all start coming out. That's what this guy is experiencing. Okay? She done called the police on she just, it's funny that you arrived over here in January. She arrived in America in January. Okay? Already the police is in their relationship already. That's crazy to me, man. You don't want that, Alan. You don't want that.
No.
Okay, I feel sorry for the guy. Okay, I feel real sorry for him because he don't deserve that. When you think about all the sacrifices he made, all the money he spent to change this woman's life, now she done acted a complete donkey over there. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Be careful. Hey, Mike, thanks for that super chat. He said, great info, bro. No one can do it like you. I just got a good guest today. He's straight up, man. He's trying to help y'all. We trying to help him. He said, look at him peeking. He wasn't.
Good info.
Yeah, but I think you winning right now, Alan, and you don't know it. So we're telling you, you're winning. Okay? Don't let your mouth write a check your behind can't cash. You heard that, right?
I heard.
Yeah, he said, keep the women. Yeah, you winning, dude. You winning. She ain't going nowhere. Hell, you twice as sexy as I am because you got 2 pensions. You know them pensions are sexy. So you twice as sexy as me over here. I don't even have a pension. Okay. But yeah, keep that talk to a minimum right now. Let her earn all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let her earn that, man. I'm sorry. I gotta help you on this one, brother.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening, bro. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, because it's a lot you haven't seen yet. And it's gonna come out. Okay. Yeah. He said all bets off. Yeah. I'm just saying though, this guy's a good guy, evidently. If you bring a woman over to America, if you give them that visa, which is priceless, you cannot hunt. Wait, I gotta get this call, guys. This is a delivery, I'm sure. That was the shampoo for my dogs. I ordered off shopping. He said, keep the law out of your family life. Well, hell, it's too late over there for him. And a lot of people are going through that. He said, I told my wife the first time she calls the cops on me will be the last day together. The last day she called them on me twice, we were done. Yeah, man, I tell you. He said this brother has to ride the wave and learn this woman. It takes time. And with time, he will see the real person. That can take years to be revealed, and sometimes it can take many years. Now, 53 Shades Darker, he just got married, Alan. But but this was after 7 years he married. Okay? We're just looking after you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. He said, man wants to stay here with a big smile on my face. But yeah, I got that Shopee about the shampoo. Now, Curly, Shirley, and Lucky, they're healed. That's why I bought this shampoo again. They had this little scratch. They were scratching all the damn hair off them. So I looked on Shopee. I said, well, let me try this. I bought the shampoo and the ointment. And man, that stuff worked like magic. So now I'm getting it for the two little puppies. Now, who did you say introduced you to your wife? I mean, your girlfriend?
My step.
Your step brother?
Yeah. See, the family, like her father, knew my father when he was alive. Because his wife, my stepmother, is from that town. In that little town of Calaba, everybody knew everybody. You know how it is province, and everybody's damn near cousins, you know. And
yeah,
and actually, she's actually my sister's cousin, you know, distant cousin, you know. But and her sister knew my father. She was young,
right.
You know?
Now, did she?
Tertoy, I've been knowing him. You know, I don't know him that well because I lived in America. He lived here, but I first met him like 35 years ago. And you know, his kid, they call me Uncle Alan. His kids, you know, we always, you know, wish each other because of Facebook. You know, like happy birthdays and Merry Christmas and all that kind of stuff. His daughter, which is damn near 40 years old now. I was there. She was a baby, you know. So, the first thing, even though he's my brother, the first thing came to my mind. You come to me on a Facebook. It's not the first time a person from the Philippines came at me through Facebook, but I didn't know that person at all. I'm gonna know it's an automatic red flag just to start with until that red flag comes down. So that took a little while. We chat every day, you know. I mean, every day, you know.
Yeah.
With video chat. So I had time enough to fill, and I told her when I first got here, even though we had been talking since August, when I first got here, I spent the first 3 days in Tacloban, and then we rode up to the jungle. I got to the jungle because it literally is. And you know, I'm still taking my time.
Have you ever asked her why she wants to date a man that lives so far away from her?
Yes, we talked about those kind of questions. Starting with, you know, what is it about?
What did she say? What did she say to you?
She falls back on what her my brother was saying to her, you know, that he's a nice guy and stuff like that. And
no, I don't mean that, Alan. I mean, has it ever occurred to you, why would you want to date a man that lives on the other side of the planet when there's Filipino men here that she could date?
Yeah.
What did she say to you?
She was saying like, you have a good heart and blah, blah. I don't know if I directly asked that question. I think I more fall on the question of my age, you know, and you know, and yeah, I do live that. So you can say I did kind of ask that too. Now, answers aren't full, but I get what she's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Her English is not that great, you know. But from what I gather of what she's saying is, she's a little desperate. You know, she is in her 40s. You know, and she's looking for love wherever she can get it from. You know.
Yeah, because you were talking about, you know, you said, "Hey, I'm a big guy. I'm 66. I got a belly." Why did? I'm just saying, does it ever occur to you, like, well, you know, and she says she loves you. What? Why does she love you? What did you do to her to make her love you all of a sudden? You only been together for 5 months. You only been together for 5 months.
Yeah. I mean, you
Them
know,
damn blue pills, them damn blue pills must be working, right?
a little bit, but you know, there's a lot can be done in 5. Well, yeah, I've been here physically 5 months, but I know her pretty good. And one of your persons asked, one of your just asked if I met her parents. Yes, I met her parents, or her father, her mother has passed away. You know, I had to get his permission to just take her. I couldn't just take her out. I asked him, could I take her to Taco Bell?
Yeah. Now he said, no, you said if you get married, you're gonna be back and forth, right? You're not gonna live here permanently.
No, I can't do it, Calvin. Not yet. Maybe it might grow on me. Maybe it might grow on me. Right now in my head, I can't see myself living permanent. I can do 4 or 5 months and then leave. Go back to Shreveport for 4 or 5 months. I can't live in Shreveport, you know, Louisiana. I'm a city boy, but I just can't afford to get up out of there. You know, I can't afford to live in California.
Yeah. So you're gonna kind of go back and forth. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might as well do it. If you're so for sure, you might as well do the K1 then. I mean, I would take my time. I wouldn't rush it though. I wouldn't rush it, man, because it's just too much at stake, man. Once you get over there and you marry her under American law, you open yourself up to a whole lot of stuff, man.
And
That's
like
all I'm
losing
saying, you know.
losing half my money.
And everything, see, because we gotta go in. We gotta go in because a lot of guys come over here. We're in a fairy tale. We're in a dream. We've already talked about it, me and Alan. He's like, man, what did I do to deserve this? It's like all these years of being lonely without anybody. Now all of a sudden I got a damn piece beside me. I better hurry up and marry her. And a lot of men think that way. And this is where we make the mistake. We need to pump the brakes and start asking ourselves these common sense questions. Well, lady, why do you really want me? I'm 66. I'm overweight. You know, I can't really beat you up the way you want me to. And now you telling me you love me? You know, you got to ask yourself them questions because.
Yeah, what's your end game?
Yeah, what's your end game? I mean, you know, let's just, you know, slow down a little bit. You got a nice life I'm giving you here in Tacloban. Let me figure it out. But at the same time, if you do the K1, you're going to have enough time to really, it's going to take, just say it does take 6 to 12 months for them to approve it. Then you're going to have another 3 months to watch her over in America and see how she acts, how she moves. So you're going to have some time. But I wouldn't, I mean, because you're getting the same treatment now, probably better than if you get married to her. Because you still, you know, she's still working for that, you know, for the jackpot. If you just hand her the damn jackpot, she ain't gonna have no reason to work.
Yeah.
If you just gonna give her the prize, you just gonna sign her up to that big contract right away. Her performance is gonna go down, man. I'm telling you, yeah, dude. I know what I'm talking about.
I believe, maybe not the first time, but if I get her into America and I find a job she can get and she's willing to take that job, that's gonna tell me a lot. You know, that'll tell me a lot. If she just wants to ride off me, that'll tell me a lot too.
Now, have you ever heard of a expat? Do you know what that is?
Next.
An expat. You know, we're expats. Right now, you're an expat. We live somewhere, but there's an expat. There's a guy over in America right now. He loves Filipinos, but he doesn't want to come to the Philippines. So he waits for you to bring your Filipino back to America. Okay? And then he's going to start hitting on her. If your woman's attractive, as you say she is, if she does get a job, when she goes to the grocery store and all of that, people are going to see her. Your neighbors are going to see her. They'll be like, what you doing with that old man? You should be with me. And all of that. You realize that stuff goes on in America. I experienced it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
And
just
believe
want to warn you of
me,
that.
a lot of stuff that goes through my head also because I know I'm a man myself. I know I was young as a younger man, and I even told her about that shit. I said, "You gonna get over there, and the young man gonna come up and hit on you, and he gonna get in your head." Oh no. See, I don't even listen to that because I know that could happen. I'm gonna have to protect and block that as much as possible because that's gonna happen. It always happens. You don't have to be
That's gonna happen. And then remember, she's already made it to the promised land. She's already there now. And see, right now, she doesn't really have anything to wear up against you and those other old foreigners over there, right? Now, what happens when she gets to the promised land, and now it's you against a 40-year-old man in his prime that does not need the blue pill. He's got the six-pack, and every day he keeps hitting and throwing rocks at her. First, she's not going to listen. And then pretty soon, it's going to start making sense. He's going to pull up in the nice car. Get on in here, girl. It's usually somebody at work. But when the very first day my wife came to America, okay, about, I'm going to say a week, because she had to get a physical. The damn doctor was hitting on my wife. Wanted to exchange numbers with my wife. He didn't know that I'm out there in the lobby waiting for her. This is the stuff that goes on over there. They're not used to seeing women like that over there. Okay, just think of all of that. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you because most of the time they act okay. But we want to give you all the facts so that you can make a proper decision. You're on the honeymoon right now. She's putting that bush in your face. She's ironing your clothes, rubbing your feet. She's giving you the full treatment. But when you go over there and she starts working, I'm tired. Can I do it tomorrow? It's going to change, man. You're winning right now, man. I tell you.
Yeah, I can never let my guard down. I got to keep that up. Because especially in America, because I know it's ain't nothing but hound dogs out there. Period.
Yeah. But it sounds like to me, you've already let your guard down. You already talking visa already. You already talking visa already.
No, what I mean by put my guard down once I'm in America, I know what's going to be happening over there. It's not going. It's going. Men always go after another man's woman. Period. No matter what she is, Filipino, Asian, black. It don't matter. That's what men do out there.
Yeah, we're not trying to discourage you. We're just trying to give you all the information because there's not a man in his right mind that doesn't come over here and go into that honeymoon period. That's just a fact. Yeah. Okay, you're on that honeymoon period, man. It's good. It's as good as it's ever been. You've never had it so good. So you don't see the red flags. You're probably not even going to listen to anything we say today. It's going to go through one ear and come out the other because
I'm listening. But I do have to say this. This ain't my first rodeo. It might be in this country. But this is not my first experience of this type of thing. Girls from Japan, they wanted to come over. Two came over and visited me, and they came to me. I think. Of course, I went back.
Right.
And I don't rush it. I don't really rush anything. But I do say this: I'm not 46. I'm 66. So I could wait 7 years. There's a possibility God might not have another year in store for me. But I'm not in a rush for nothing. I've only been married once. That lets you know right there. I'm not a person that rushes into marriage. but I do need to get back, and I do want to take her back with me, help me clean my house and all that kind of stuff. Then we come back over here and spend more time, you know.
Yeah.
So
I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like I was telling Derek, you know, Derek said, "Man, why don't you just go ahead and marry me? You just get." I said, "Derek, I'm not in a rush to no mess, man. Hell no. I'm just like that. I'm too paranoid for that, you know. I guess, you know, because we might be in a honeymoon, but I'm still in the state of shock that, you know, what the hell you want with an old man, you know."
That's right. That's a honeymoon. That's a honeymoon period because you eating it up. Like we all do. You eating that up, man. You know, when she gets out of that shower and she takes that towel off and you see that perfect shape and you're like, what in the world? Did I die and go to heaven? What happened? You know, you're going to forget everything that you heard on this live stream. And, you know, especially when they start doing that other stuff they do for you, because they'll do it all. Okay?
Yeah.
But I wish you nothing but the best, man. I really do. Because most women, they're not going to do that. But we just want to let you know that, you know, the risk that you take when you take a woman over there. It doesn't mean she's going to run off. She's probably going to be the best woman you've ever had. But we want to talk about the risk. You run some risk over. All you got to do, you can't get the guys on here that have the bad stories. They're embarrassed. Yeah. Okay, so we always get the good stories like yours.
Yeah.
If only a few guys who are experiencing the other side would come on here and tell their story, things would be a lot different. But they won't do it. This guy that emails me just about every day, he's going through hell. If he came over here on my channel like you and just told what happened, like, man, you know, she was this, she was that, but the minute I brought over there, she done blew a damn top. It's like, what happened to the beautiful young province girl that I met?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be the risk of that if it can run off, and also, it's not even my mind. Snakes, or shark, what do you want to call them, are going to be coming after her. You know, period. And not, they won't all be men. They can be women also, you know, and they're going to be sharp, and they. I have to do everything in my power to block that because that possibility is there, you know.
Yeah, but you know, you are in your fourth quarter. Time is running out. What do you got to lose, really? I mean, if you protect yourself, then, you know, I tip my hat to you, you know, but we're trying to let you know you're winning already. You just can't see it. You don't have to have her over there for you to win. You're winning. You're probably in as good a position as you ever going to be in. Because once you get the visa, it lessens your power. We give our power away and all that. You're already at the top right now. If you stay right where you are now with that situation you are, you're going to have the greatest of time in that fourth quarter. But the more you talk about the visa, you talk about getting married, you talk about bringing her to America, man, you're chipping away at the power that you got. And just go on over there, take care of your business, and come back. Just keep doing that for a while. See how she reacts to that. Is she getting angry? Is she really wanting to go over there now? Because that's what happened to me. I'm telling you, man, when I met my wife, she was saying everything that I wanted to say because I had two women. Okay, Alan, I had two of them. One was 24, one was 25. The 25-year-old every day, oh, when you're taking me to America, what's your plans for me? But the 24-year-old, my wife, oh, I don't want to go to America. I want to stay here in the Philippines, right? Telling me everything that really I wanted to hear, so I chose her.
Yeah.
She's in America right now, okay? And I'm over here. Yeah. And I knew her for a long time before I brought her over there. You know, they're going to say all that stuff. If we'd have just stayed over here without getting married and all that, we'd probably still be together now. When you take them over there, man, you muddy the water.
Yeah.
You lose all your power, man. He said a prenuptial agreement in the story. But, you know, what would the prenuptial agreement do? What would you say? Because if you were a woman, from my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, she may not have access to what you already have. But what about 5 years from now, and you're steadily growing, your assets are steadily growing? She's going to have access to that 5 years. I'm almost certain of that.
I was Googling and even asking AI, if I was married and got divorced, could a person could a judge make me give up half or whatever of our alimony out of my Social Security or my compensation benefits? And I was getting at answers like not really. Now, if I had regular income, they can get that. You know, I'm still not sure. If you got any input on that, let me know.
Well, actually, a guy was just on the live stream 2 live streams ago, and he was saying that they're getting ready to pass that bill, but the woman has to be with you for 10 years. And then if you get a divorce, she gets half of your VA disability, he was saying. Now,
oh, yes,
look that up. But hell, that's 10 years down the line. You know. So if you're 66 and she's 43, what is the future for you? What does the future look like if everything was perfect? How long do you live? How long do you live, and how's it play out?
Yeah. I don't know yet, Calvin. You know, I'm still kind of still grieving the loss of my brother. So I'm just going to start off being happy just to make it to 67, and then to 68. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe the mind will get my mind to get more back focused on a longer life. You know, because you know so far. The track record in my family is all my sisters gone. Nobody made it past 60. Nobody's made it to 7. Nobody's made it to 7. Yeah. So I think that I don't want to think negative, you know, but I do look at reality too, you know. I'm a walk and you know. Jog when I can and do everything healthy, you know. I'm thinking about going back on my vegan diet because I'm looking at my face in this picture here. I just swole up so much. I was a vegan for like 17 years, you know. And
wow.
Yeah. A lot of my weight comes because I like to drink. I'm not gonna lie, I like to drink, you know. And then you know, alcohol puts a lot of weight on me, you know.
Yeah.
So
I know. I used to be a big drinker. You know, I haven't had a drink in over 26 years. I quit.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna kill myself drinking. But Michael Dorseyville, thanks for that super chat. He said Filipino women can also be a handful. But this is what we're trying to tell him, Michael, but he hasn't seen that part yet. Because they're still on the honeymoon period. And I would tell him to stay on the honeymoon period as long as you possibly can. Because once you fall off that cliff, Alan, man, it can get ugly, man. I mean, because they're vengeful. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, and you know, and for me, and my whole thing is that's all women, not just these over here. You know. Now some are more intensely, especially an American black woman, you know, with a little hood in her, you know. I mean, I've seen the Japanese, the Germans, the Africans. That's I spent a little time in Africa, not long, but you know, and those are some sweet people, but they can all get mean. That's because they're.
But we're talking about the Filipina. She's the heavyweight champion, man, when it comes to that. She's this little bitty tiny woman. She slays the biggest giants, dude. You can't even put her in the same, you can't put her in the same league because of the things that they do, man. They're just so they're so crafty. The minute you got off the plane and you met your woman, be honest, y'all went to the hotel.
Of course.
There wasn't no waiting around and all that, man. They're on a whole other level. Man, they get into your head, man, and you start doing some crazy stuff, man. I've never seen guys do the crazy stuff, as crazy stuff as they do when they come over here. I mean, we lose our minds completely. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, man, you know, I ain't talking about since I've had my channel. I'm talking about before. Yeah. We lose our minds. These women have a power over us because they're so different than what we are used to. But they've got their problems, their own unique problems, but we don't see them. And they come over here, man, and boy, you already know what they do. Yeah. I ain't got to tell you nothing. You know the treatment they give you. He said, funny. This is funny. You respect Calvin, but then, oh, come on, man. Come on, guys. Why y'all trying to argue on here? Come on, man. We don't need that. He said, other Filipino talk man into leaving. Don't do it. Yeah, that's another thing. That support group over there. Because you said, now Shreveport is probably bigger than Louisville, Kentucky, I'm sure. Right? How many people?
I don't know.
Shreveport? How many people?
In that area, at Shreveport, you got Boulder City combined. There may be like over 200,000. You know, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying I thought in a little place like Louisville, Kentucky, that there wasn't many Filipinos. Wait till you take her to Catholic Mass. You're gonna see them, and she's gonna get a support group. And then they're going to start whispering, yeah, you can have a better man than him. And then, you know, because they like to compare themselves. Okay?
Yeah, you remember I mentioned that earlier when we were talking about once you get over there, I got to watch out for women that's going to try to get in her head and draw her away. Yeah.
Oh, man. I in Seattle says, have y'all heard about David Campbell's death? His wife Rose just posted on TikTok. Oh man. And even though he didn't like me. I don't know why I never did anything to him. I really send my sincerest condolences if this is true. Anybody else heard of this on social media? Everybody knows David Campbell and Rose, the Campbell family vlog. Wow. You know, brother had a stroke and all that, but his wife stayed with him and everything. He said they suck you in so much when they flip, it seems more than dangerous. Yeah, they've got a way of doing things, and we've never seen it before. It's so subtle. We can't. That girlfriend experience is powerful, man. It really is, and it gets the best of us. He says, is that real? I want it to be, you know, we don't want to be spreading those kind of rumors, guys, if this man isn't dead, but he was in bad shape. He said, yeah, wow, he died.
I have to get ready to push up. You send me another link when you get ready to do something again, okay? And I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Alan. I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. I'm gonna shy away from the tourist visa. I'm gonna listen to you guys on that one, you know, and listen to a lot of the other advice too, you know, and keep my eyes open. But I'll be more. I watch some of your shows sometimes. Derek always sends me a link.
Well, so, I appreciate it, man. You're welcome back. You're welcome back at any time. We're just saying, take your time, bro. Okay. There's no need for you to rush. Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
All right. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I like him because at least he's honest, man. You know, he ain't trying to sugarcoat it. He's telling exactly how it happens. We fall into that trap, man. You can't see the red flag because she got that bush in your face. You can't see nothing. But yeah, it's sad about David Campbell. But you know, it goes into what I'll be trying to talk about sometimes about time, health, and money. We take our health for granted, man. I mean, we really do. I would, at least he's not suffering anymore. Hey, thanks, you dirty puppy. Yeah, he was, at least he was honest. But let's get back to about being retired now. I know you dirty puppy. Are you retired now? I know you can retire at any time, but I think you still got some type of business you're working on. You know, we got that freedom when you retire. That's one thing I like because I thought about this title when I was in the bed today. I was like, wow, what time is it? I can just lay here. I can get up whenever I want to get up. I don't even have an alarm clock anymore. I threw it away. And that's one of the good things about being retired. You can come and go as you please. You're in complete control of your life now. Yeah, blinded by nature, Kevin. You're right. And this is where, he was talking about Africa and all that, man. They can't compare to this Filipino, man. She's different. Okay? She's cute as a button, man, and we're just not used to it. She got the perfect body, that long flowing hair. She treats you like a king and catches you off guard. And next thing you know, you forget that you're the prize. You start thinking she is. You see, he said he started the visa talk. Y'all think I just be on here yapping? Man, I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of men. I've been over here. I've seen it. I've experienced it. We're our worst enemy. They don't ask for money. They don't ask for anything. We do all that. I'm going to give you a visa. A visa that's, you can't put a price on it. It's so valuable. We're the ones start sending all that money over here. They're not asking for it. But when it blows up, we blame her. Yeah, I like Alan. He's one of the most honest people that I've ever had on here. But he's weak right now because, the woman got him weak, man. He said it. He never had nothing like that before. He's wondering to himself, why does she want me? Like everybody does. He's being honest. He's looking in the mirror like, hey, I'm overweight. I got a big belly. I can't, I need help with the blue pill. What's this 43-year-old damn piece want with me? Yeah, and she done put it on him, I'm pretty sure. She's done everything she can to get that thing up. Okay, I mean it. But yeah, if anybody can check to see about David Campbell, man, that's really sad. Yeah. I know, you dirty puppy. I told you a story on the video when I said my amazing Filipino boyfriend and husband. I don't know what you did, man. It's a lot of money to do that. Yeah, he says, are you guys sure about Campbell? He just made a Father's Day vlog yesterday. Well, check it out, man. Somebody's got a connection. Y'all, a lot of y'all follow his channel. Oh, he said it was fake. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, though. It's right in front of your face. And then when you talk to people about it, they don't believe it. Yeah, we set the hook ourselves. Because remember, man, we're in the fourth quarter. America's beat you over the head so many times and told you you're nothing over there. You're headed to the damn scrap heap. The Filipino comes in there and gets you from the bottom of the scrap heap and raises you to a level of living you never even knew existed. You under her power, man. Y'all get ready to start listening, man. I know what I'm talking about. You're not in the scrap heap. America done shoved your ass under the bottom of the scrap heap. She finds you under there and raises you up and says, well, look at you. Here, I'm going to treat you like a king. Let me show you how a man should be treated like you, who takes care of his family and everything like that. Okay? And the next thing you know, can't nobody reach you. They can't tell you nothing. He said, we send it and they keep spending it. He said, you put it all in a trust with a trustee that ensures everything is carried out in accordance with the stipulations of the trust. This is 100 times better than a stupid prenuptial. Yeah, see, this makes a lot of sense. Everybody thinks the prenuptial is the solution. A good enough lawyer can cut through that prenuptial, man. But guess what? She don't need a prenuptial because you're going to spend all your damn money on her while you're together. Who needs a prenuptial when we got men over here, myself included, spending millions of pesos building houses and lots? Who needs a prenuptial? I'm already rich, they'll say. Okay, because they're going to get that out of you before they do anything else. The smart ones are, and they're not even going to have to ask you. They're going to do their part. He said, I sent him a message and he's not responding. Oh, my order. Hold on, guys. How much is it? $3.39 or something. Wait. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the damn American. Tell him we need to clean today. Tell him to come on over here. He's not responding. He said, I didn't see anything saying anything about him dying. Oh, okay, Campbell's okay. He just made a show on saying Happy Father's Day to him. Yeah, now Father's Day was when? How many days ago, though? It was kind of like the other day. Hey, Michael Alexander, he said, peekaboo is no joke, my brothers. Yeah, but it's more than peekaboo when you get over here. That damn aircon, it always, the drain gets clogged up when it's time to clean. And it starts dripping water. And that's what's going on right now. I hope my damn books didn't get wet up there. Yeah, he said, half of my blood children told me Happy Father's Day, and my Filipino son drew me a picture and wished me Happy Father's Day. That boy's waiting for me to get back. I'll bring him places he can't go, absolutely. Okay. You see what our daughter gave me? Oh, okay, yeah. This is thank you. This is for the dogs. Tell Sahara, somebody, they're going to have to wash little puppies. He said, the best thing about being retired in the PI, I don't have to worry about biting a Trump. Yeah, that is a good one. But you know, you have an empty nest for the most part. Most people talk about that. See, I told that guy, I said, just tell them, ask them where Sunshine Shoulders lives. That's all you got to do. They know. You know, I'm the only black man over here, really. Just say, hey, where's the black man live? He says, I'm not building no house. I'm renting a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, no in-house service. Well, you know, we say all that stuff. The best of us say that. But she gave me a bouquet of flowers. It's still out on the table. But, you know, people always talk about the prenup agreement, right? But you're going to give the woman all that money and stuff. She's not going to need a prenup. You're giving her a visa. Okay, what's more valuable than a visa? Okay? I'm just saying. Y'all looking at the wrong thing. You give that woman that visa, man, she don't need nothing from you. They already showing you all they need is the opportunity. But she's gonna get something. Depends on how long she's been with you. You pass that 5 years, she's gonna get something. She's gonna get some type of alimony, but you've already signed a 10-year affidavit of support, man. Y'all talking about a prenup. You got to take care of it anyway. All she got to do is show up with the social worker. Your ass is grass, and get food stamps and all that. You're gonna pay for it, and then they're gonna do all that back pay. Next thing you know, they're gonna take your passport. You know, you might as well go into it with a different outlook. If you know you're going to get married, start moving that money somewhere else. Like the man said, make a trust. He says, what did she say? Oh, I engaged my man not because I wanted to be living in the U.S., but I love my relationship to be sacred. So is he from America? So what? Tell us, Filipino Raquel TV, why are you marrying or being involved with a man who lives way over there? Are you in an LDR? Or what? What makes, because we need to hear it from the horse's mouth. Why would a woman over here want to date a man who lives way over there? I heard a little Filipina the other day getting interviewed. She said these LDRs are painful. She said, I wish I wouldn't have did it. She said, I'm going to bed by myself. She said she bit off more than she could chew, basically. But you know, when you retire, you've run the rat race. Okay, you fought the good fight. Now it's time for you. You know, even though I've got a family over here, I'm still retired. Okay, I do most everything that I want to do. You know, one good thing I read about retiring, and it's true, you can relax and do nothing over here. You can relax and do nothing once you learn to relax. But 1/3 of the people who have retired, they're not happy because they haven't carved out a new life for themselves. They miss work. They haven't filled that time with anything else. They miss the camaraderie with their co-workers, and they feel lonely. What else they said? They're bored. They're lost of purpose. That's not me. He says, I know you dirty puppy. Jean wouldn't let me buy her stuff. It was always Ivan's needs. Yeah, I said, okay, no problem. Then we were going to dinner at Ayala Mall, and her shoes broke. I got to buy her nice boots. Yeah, they're going to put their kids, you know, taking care of their children is important. It's just as much as taking care of them. Yeah, I mean, all this sounds good, but we're saying, what made you give up on Filipino men? Because there's handsome men over here. They got everything in common with you. What made you give up on them and say, I don't want to date Filipino men anymore? They eat balut, they eat dried fish, they eat rice, they eat with their hands. They got everything in common with you. They're younger than we are. They're more attractive than we are. So what would make you want to deal with a man who has to fly all those hours and stuff like that? just to be with you. And then when they go home, you're sad. What makes you do that? We want to know. Eric Powell, thanks for that super chat. He said, I would never miss my co-workers work in retirement. I can't even imagine doing so. Yeah, some people, the 1/3, they said, of people. But one thing I like about being retired, you can come and go as you please. I was a salesman, man. Every day I was always on that phone, making appointments, ripping and running, man. I was really on that rat race, man. I mean, it about killed me. It about killed me, man, because if I didn't get it done, I was not going to get paid. I'm on commission, full commission. I did not have a salary. When they pull the rug out from under you like that, man, it gets tough, man. You either sink or swim. So I crawled to that finish line at 55. I said, I'm done. I'm done, man, and I was happy. He said, prenups do hold up unless you go on a website for like an instant prenup for cheap, get a lawyer and get him to make a contract that is prenup and it will hold up. Yeah, but haven't you been listening, man? There's a lot of ways that she's going to get around that prenup. You're going to spend a lot of money on this woman. Hell, just to even get her over there, you're going to spend a lot of money. You're giving her a visa, man. Okay, I don't care how much money you got in the bank. It's not more valuable than that visa to her. It don't mean anything to you. But they get all that stuff long before they even get married. Me and Marilyn aren't even married yet. Look what she got. Yeah, but that's not, you're not answering my question. But, I'm not going to press you for an answer because I know Filipinos, they're not that way. You're not going to give me the real answer. I know you're not. But I wish somebody would come on here for once and just tell us the truth. Something that we already know. See, like this. He said, Calvin, it's all about money. Yeah, but let them say it. I want to hear it from them. We know, just tell us. So get the mystery out of the way. You're exactly right, Tito's George's travel. But can we just hear it for them for once? They're never going to say it, guys. He said, why mess with a prenup? Keep your effing money and stay single, alone, and in the States. See? It's that simple. But everybody thinks that the prenup is the answer. By the time you get married to her, unless you're some kind of fool, you done already spent enough money where she's going to be happy anyway. No, we're asking you, she said, what answer you wanted me to say, Cal? What would make you want to deal, why did you give up on Filipino men? What would make you want to deal with foreigners who live so far away from you, who have nothing in common with you? We have nothing in common, really. Well, you like Lionel Richie and I do too. It's about it. But the Filipino man has everything in common with you. Y'all laugh at the same jokes. Okay, his favorites are your favorites. A lot of people here in Maryland never heard of P. Diddy, Caitlin Clark, and all of that. Saran says 88 here, but feels like the temperature is 99 here in Darwin. Enjoying an ice cold saying me right now to cool down. Wow. He says, I hated everything about my job, the co-workers, my boss, the building, the wallpaper. I've been retired since 2018. Yeah, we retired at the same time. But you can begin again, really. And this is the big thing for me. You may have been a policeman or whatever it was, but now you can be something else. And that's a good thing about being retired. Hey, Kevin, thanks for that super sticker. I put down here I have more time to do the things I enjoy with the people that I love. You know, we're getting ready to take a vacation. As soon as we want to go to Sugargal, but it's just so damn far away, and we got the kids. But that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. Just go on the beach, you know, for no other reason than just go on the beach. He says money is attractive to women. Money is even attractive to men. Yeah. Well, why can't they say it? She said, who you with now, William or Johnny? Wow, what's that all about? He says, I asked you, do you pay bills with hugs and kisses? No, I don't. No, but I'm just saying, you can't answer a question with a question, but we'll let it go because you're not going to answer it. No Filipino that's on YouTube now, who's ever been on YouTube, will tell us why they deal with us for real, even though we know. No, she's never, he says, Marilyn ever been to the red zones. No. I don't think Marilyn's ever been to, she's been to Mindanao with me. We went to Cagayan de Oro, but that's not a red zone. Yeah, they're not going to answer because they feel embarrassed about answering that question, even though they will answer it in secret. I mean, you know, we just want to hear from them. He says, so you're saying your woman and every man married for money here? I would say it's a real big percentage. Okay, just like I said, why would you date a man you don't have anything in common with? This is all we're saying. I didn't even say anything about money. I said, why would you? We're asking you, why would you do it? And he's so much older. A lot of these men can't even perform. They can't even make love to you since you want to talk about hugs and kisses. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I asked you, why did you give up on a Filipino man? When your matinee idols, Coco Martin and all those, they're Filipino. Okay, I respect your answer. He said they can't let the cat out of the bag for the bag. He said, does anyone recommend visiting Bahal? I was thinking about visiting soon. I love Bahal. Michael Beach Life actually lives in Bahal. So you can ask him. Panglao Bahal is really good. I like, it's one of my favorite places. Panglao Bahal. Yeah. So you open up a can of worms when you start asking those questions. But I don't expect an answer. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah, go watch Beach Your Life's videos. Yeah, he got a couple of videos from Bahal. I would recommend Bahal, but I've never lived there. To visit, yeah. But you know, we didn't want to start nothing. We just trying to give women bloggers some good ideas for content. It's too plastic. Okay, we can see right through it. So that's why we have to have conversations amongst ourselves to get the answers, because y'all don't help us. Y'all don't give us any answers at all. And then y'all get mad when we ask, when we asked you for some answers. But not really. It's not the last place you want to ask for compassion. We understand, people. My whole channel is about compassion. I mean, go on my YouTube, my Facebook page. That's all about compassion. He said, isn't Bahar expensive? Well, if you're going to move right in the middle of Pang Lao, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the other places, but it's not. I got a friend who lives in Pang Lao. He's only paying $12,000 per month for his apartment. But you can go to Tag Balarn, which is like a 30-minute ride to Pang Lao. You know, Bahar is like, an island upon itself. Yeah, see, that's where I'm at now, right? I quit arguing about, who's bringing more, because it doesn't benefit anybody. And people aren't going to listen anyway. They're going to say fair exchange, no robbery. But see, here's the thing. It's not a fair exchange, don't get her. That's all I'm saying. But who cares anymore? If you're happy and she's happy, what difference does it make? But it's not a fair exchange. Don't ever think that. Because you're bringing yourself to the table and she's bringing herself. But you're bringing a whole lot more than just yourself. Okay? Not only are you bringing yourself, you're bringing a whole lot more. She's just bringing herself. So if you both were broke and you both were, that's all you were bringing to the table, then yeah, it would be a fair exchange, but it's not. Yeah, Beat Your Life got a channel. But he's not really trying to push it. He doesn't make that many videos, but he could. He said, I saw my friends and his sons the other day, and I was blown away. His son put an upgraded motor, battery, and something else on his. He's saying that it goes almost 90. What are you talking about? Yeah, he pays 7,000 pesos. Now, he lives, what's the name of that? Is it called Jagna? Because I've got a Facebook friend. He's a follower of my channel. He built a beautiful, probably, I don't know what he was doing in the States. He's a Filipino, but he did damn good for himself in America. I mean, the house he was selling in Florida. I mean, he built just a unbelievable house on the beach in Jagna. I think it's called Retired in Bohol is the name of his channel. Go on there and see that house he built. But he was selling a house in Florida before he was building a house over here. I don't know what he was doing over there, but he did damn good for himself over here. So now they moved back here. They kind of go back and forth. But he lives there where you live, Michael Beat Your Life. Yeah, Mel or the husband. But yeah, we're going to have to do this subject for another time. Alan came on. I want to thank you, Alan, if you're watching. and kind of let us, educate him a little bit. But I got a feeling he's really not listening, because he's on his honeymoon. But we wish him the best. Derek Casanova, they're really good friends. He sent him my way. He was the guy who asked about the tourist visa the other day. And I tried to give him the best answer I could. Yeah, Pablo, yeah. Yeah, Pablo. He said I live right down the road from him. Yeah. 5 minutes right down the road. Yeah. He I don't know what he was doing in America, but he was winning. And that house he's got now is just unbelievable, man. It's one of the nicest houses I've seen a foreigner actually build. Now, remember the guy got the 220 million. I don't think he spent 220 for his house, but I'm pretty sure he spent a lot. I'm sure he couldn't afford. It's it's unbelievable. Yeah, but we're not messing with you, Filipino Raquel. Don't take it personal. Y'all so sensitive. We don't want you to stop coming on the channel and stuff. I just asked you a simple question. I didn't know it was going to go through all of this. I just said, why do Filipinos deal with foreigners? You could have just said, hey, we want a better life. But y'all keep going on and on about it. I mean, we know why you want us. I mean, it's no big deal, but we like to hear y'all say it out of your own mouth one time, because it doesn't make sense that you would want an LDR like that, where a man lives way over there. Or even to be involved with a man who has nothing in common with you. You got to build all that. It takes years. I've been with Marilyn, we're going on 6 years. We built some things we got in common now, but when I met her, we had nothing in common. She didn't even know who Johnny Gill was. She knows now. And I'm pretty sure I didn't know a lot of stuff about her culture. Jesse James said, good to see you, Cal. How old were you when you stopped drinking alcohol? I was 35. I was 35 in 1998. I hadn't turned 35 yet. My birthday was May 28th. I stopped May the 13th, 1998. So I was, you might as well say I was 35. But I just, 26 years, 1 month, and 5 days today. And 13 hours, Jesse. And it's probably, it's outside of my children, it's my greatest achievement. Okay, then coming over here to the Philippines, building this house, that's up there too. Okay, but when I stopped drinking, that's my greatest achievement, because I didn't think I would ever stop. I thought I was gonna go to my grave getting high and drinking. He said, I think we gave Alan food for thought, but the thing is, he's on his honeymoon period. Remember, he says, I can't see the red flags. He's as honest as any guest I've ever had on here. Imagine coming on here and saying that. But we were going to pick him to pieces when he said that. But he said it. And he said what I've never heard any other man say but me on the vlog. He said, what do you want with me? I'm overweight. I got a big belly. I can't get it up most of the time. I need help with the blue pill. He said all of that out of his mouth, man. I can't give him nothing but big respect, because he's being real. He's saying what people won't say. We can't get the Filipinos to say what she wants with us. We've got men over here who are in denial about why Filipinos want them. But Alan came on here and basically said it. I was like, I asked her, well, you want me? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, he is a nice guy. I mean, he's built, the house he built is unbelievable. It's right there on the beach. He said, not all expats think the way that this chat does. It doesn't matter what we think, you dirty puppy. If you think these women want us for our good looks and intelligence, man, you ought to know better. Of all people. Hell, you've been coming over here for 40 years. You know, these women don't want you for your good looks and intelligence, man. You know, I mean, but you know, I can't tell people what to think. Yeah, he said, glad you beat the ball and fight. Well, hell, you're not as glad as I am. See, my children have never seen me high or drunk before. Even though my two oldest children, they were 3 and 2 when I stopped. They can't remember back there. See, they didn't grow up around drinking. Only when me and their mother split after 18 years did she start bringing me in around to drink around them. Or she started drinking more. None of my kids ever grew up drinking with me. I mean, you know, around me, they didn't do it. Even my son now and his mother, they're drinking more over there in America. Because he told me. He calls me all the time. I say, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. What are they doing there drinking? He never seen me drink. We never drink around him. Yeah. I gotta tip my hat to him too. Because he's about as honest, you know, but he's kind of naive, and we're trying to help him. He said, Cal just asked my other half, would she come on my channel as a piggyback to tell why they want us? And she said, hell yeah, she will tell the truth. That would be perfect. See, if you can get a woman that's going to do that, because no other Filipinos doing that, not even the big one, y'all know who I'm talking about. They won't touch that subject. Okay? They want you to think that they're just over here minding their own business and we come over here bothering them. And that's okay. He said, I respect and commend you for that great achievement. My parents were alcoholics and I've lost friends to alcohol and drugs. I've drank my whole life and I barely drink now, but I want to quit. Yeah, I grew up around drinking so much, and, you know, my brothers got high. You know, I thought it was normal. I couldn't wait till I was old enough to drink. I started at 12. I drank for 23 years. I had a career of drinking. And then when that cocaine came around, you know, I didn't fool with it at first. I was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, at the height of, you know, when that cocaine and crack really hit America. I didn't even want it. Hell, it was $5 a gram over there, pure cocaine. They were catching guys coming on ship. They were buying ounces for $140 in 1983, October 1983. I didn't want anything to do with it because it was two guys from New York. They said, hey, man, try this cocaine. I took it, man. I mean, I could not sleep. It was just one of them highs where you say, man, once I come down, I'll never do this again. And I didn't do it again until, let's see. I want to say, yeah, that's doing that. We got to cut it off. Did you message him?
I just have a number.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's my damn aircon. We got to get it clean. I've got a number for him because he messaged me the other day. I told him Saturday, but now he needs to come today. But thank y'all so much for your super chat, super stickers, your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shoulders. Shout out to Alan again. Filipino Raquel TV, we're not picking on you. Okay? Don't be so sensitive. Okay, we still love you. You still a welcome guest on here. But we do like the truth every now and then. That's what we want, because we're selling everything. Okay, we're burning bridges to come over here, and y'all won't give us the truth. A 5'8" 190-pound black man with a high school education's got to give the truth. It's not going to turn out well when that's the case. We need y'all to give us the facts. Since y'all 50% of the equation. See, no matter how much I try, I can only give 50% of the equation. But we'll be waiting to the end of time, I guess, until we can get a Filipino blogger that's actually going to come on and tell us what we really need to know. Not what we want to hear. Everybody wants to hear, oh, they treat us so well. What she likes in bed. And all that. No, we want to know what the real deal is. And until somebody comes along, we're going to continue to ask for it. Okay? He said, one's too many. Yeah, one hit is too many. 1,000 is not enough. Okay? And that's why I tell y'all about, I don't just be on here talking, man. When you needing a hit, and it's 1, 2, 3 in the morning, you can't get another one. That's desperation, man. You never want to go through that, man. I never want to go through that again. See, I don't know how long that's been leaking. Evidently, that's been clogged up. But yeah, I got in for my air kind. It's stopped up. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid. We'll talk about this again because I got a lot of stuff wrote down here. Wow. Sorry, Booby. You're funny, Booby. You looked at me.